to the first page. Then the other one to the second page. So href.secondpage.html. Now let's go to the second page too. We have the first page there. And then I could have my ahref, okay, and that will be to .thirdpage.html, and that is it. Okay. Now, so we have our second page, our first page, and our third page. Now let's view it and see if we would see what Abigail was showing us. So, oops. Yeah, so I've brought the links up here. We have the second page, we have the third page. So if I click on the second page, we are on the second page. If I click on the third page, we are on the third page. If I click on the first page, we are back to the first page. So technically, we are now what? We are now having 3 pages, and we are moving. Yeah, Abigail is a senior web developer now. So we are now moving across all the 3 pages. And this is a website, basically. We have 3 pages, that makes it a website. And if you've been able to do it, you should congratulate yourself, because now you are actually on the way to become a senior web developer like Abigail, right? Okay, now let's look at other stuff. Let's come back to our code. So now we've done links, we've done everything textual, but you see our page needs to also look a bit beautiful. All right. So let's look at images. All right. So here we'll be looking at the images. Now with regards to the images, so HTML images. Okay. Now with the images, it has IMG, right? It starts with IMG, and then SRC, okay? And then we have alt, and then we do a self-closing. Nowadays, some can even close just like that. But observe something here. Here, we are not having close IMG. Are you seeing that? That's very important. We are not having this. This is not done. This is what we refer to as what? Self-closing. This is self-closing. So let me write it here. The IMG tag is a self-closing tag. In HTML, there are 2 types of tags, okay, or element tags. Okay, we have the self-closing and the open and close tags. So far, the ones we have been dealing with are all what? Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, OL, close. This is the first time we are meeting one that is what? Self-closing. This is what? Self-closing. Now, the source is similar to what? The href. The only thing is that the source here, it's also for what? For looking out for the image source. Where is the image located? On your disk, or is it located on the web? And then the alt, this is alternative text, okay? This helps us to describe the image. Most of the time, when the image is being downloaded on the browser, and you are on a very low bandwidth, you realize that this very text is what would show. Other than that, it will show us a broken icon. So this alt text is also very important, especially for search engine optimization. But then SRC, so for SEO, don't worry too much. In advanced classes, we'll look at that. But for the SRC, okay, this is where we are going to insert where the image would be. This is where the image, we have to insert the URL to the image. And we've already described that what? The URL is known as what? The uniform resource locator. It's also like a path, the address of the resource. And in the morning, I said that any text, document, file on the web is what? A resource. So now we are going to look for what? The source file for the image resource. Okay, so now where are we going to get the image from? We could get it from our own laptop. We could go and download it. So for the purpose of this workshop, we'll go online and download it. So let's visit on splash.com which provide free images. To get an image, we'll download the image and then we'll insert the image here. So let's go there together. All right, so I'm coming to on Splash. Okay. And then we will just have to search for an image. So maybe we'll search for a beautiful dog. Good. I like this dog. This dog looks very happy. But this is also a very fun dog. So let's look at this one. Let's download this. So I'll just click that download button, right? And I'm going to rename it to dog and just save it in my download folder. Okay, I'll go and copy it from there. Then I'll copy the contribution, the attribution, so that we can attribute who designed or captured this very image. So now let me go back to our code. First off, let me paste in the attribution. So you see that they have already built the tag for you, the anchor tag for you. So, but I'm going to remove everything so that I can just write the name of the person who took the picture. That's all I'm interested in. In fact, we don't even need all of these things. We only just need, so I'll just write photo of a dog. Good. So self-closing, remember. Now, where is the image? I'll go into my file and then bring that image. So my downloads folder, and then I'll just drop the image. So I've added the image. Please, can you all see? I hope you can see in real time, right? If you can see, please give me a thumbs up. If you can see, please, a thumbs up, a thumbs up. Good. All right, so we have the dog picture now. All we need to do is to now insert. Remember, we are telling the browser to scan our what? Our folder. So we'll do ./dog.jpg. Now, this .jpg is not the same as this ./. The .jpg is a file extension. It's a file extension. So let's make some notes. Images have file extensions, which are JPEG, PNG, GIF, SVG. These are different types of what? Images that are available on the web. So now that we have entered our image, we've entered the source to the image, we are trying to say that the browser should look into this folder and locate this image and pull it and drop it on the page, or draw it or paint it on the page. And this is what we are going to see. Let's look at our web page. Oh, sorry, that's my folder. So let's come to our web page and let's scroll down. You see, it's very huge. I hope are you all able to see it? It's really huge. It's a very huge image. A very, very, very huge image. Who is able to see? If you can see it, please thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. If you can see it, thumbs up. If you can see it, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. If you can see it, good. So you can see it's a very huge image. Your whole web page it's gone. And imagine that you are going to drop this on someone's mobile phone. It would finish all the data. So in future classes, we'll look at how to deal with huge files like this, okay? But this image is too big. So we have to do something to it. So we visit our attributes again. For the image, there is an attribute of what? Width. And the width, I could say maybe, let's say 250. Okay, 250. Now, let's look at it again. Now you see, it is now what? 250. Are you with me? If you are able to do this, give me a thumbs up. Great, Ruben. David, great. Elvis, great. So we have our image showing, right? I mean, maybe where it is, if you don't like it, you can shift it to the top, but we are just learning. So now someone too could say height. You can also have height, and you could put there maybe, let's say 150. And let's see how the image is going to look like. Now you see that the image is squished. It's squished. It's trying to fit 250 by 150. And this is what we call the aspect ratio. Every image that you give out has an aspect ratio. So if you are given dimensions that do not fit the ratio of the image will become squished. It will become funny, you know, basically. The term we normally use is to become a squished image, all right? And that's what we are seeing right now. Because the height, we've set the height to be 150, it is squishing the image to fit that very height. Do we all understand it? Please, if we understand, thumbs up. If you understand, please thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Great, great. So let's check again. And then in this case, one trick that we normally do is that some people would say, instead of using the width and height, one will drop one and just keep the height. Now let's look at that one too. So so I just remove the width, right? And now I'm going to what? Let the height remain. And you see that because I just removed the width, now the browser is able to just proportionally place the height and it would move with the aspect ratio that, okay, if you are saying that you want a height of 150, then if it is 150, then I think that per the aspect ratio, the width should, so the browser itself would calculate the width for you. I hope you understand it. The browser itself would calculate. So please look at this, inspect. Now, if we go back and we inspect the element, this part I've not shown you that much, but bear with me here. If you look at the image, we just set the height, but you can see when you hover over it, you see that the width is what? 107.71. We didn't do it. The browser calculated it, given the fact that we had given it what? The height. Okay, so it automatically calculated the width of that very image according to what? The aspect ratio. I hope it makes sense to everybody. I hope we are good. Please, if you are good and you understand, give me some thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Are we learning? Are we learning? Are we really understanding things? Good, 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 good. All right. So now we've learned, let me do a quick recap so that we've learned about what? The HTML document. Now in learning about the HTML document, we have come to understand that it comprises of what? A root element known as the HTML, which houses what? The head. The head also houses what? The title. Then it also houses what? The body. Now, if you want to display things to your people or to your customers, I'll get back to the image again. I'll get back to the image. So I'm recapping everything so that those that are joining in would catch up. In the head element, you can have a title. In the title, we can insert anything. And whenever we insert any word or anything in the title, that is what appears on the tab. As you can see, my first web page is showing here. Okay, good. Next is that we looked at what? We've looked at headings, H1 to H6. And we said that this is of the order of what? Priority. Order of priority. Then we looked at paragraphs, which we do it by P. Okay, you open the tag P and close it. Then we've also looked at what? The HTML list, 3 types of HTML list. We've looked at the unordered list, which is not ordered. It has no order to it. And you open the UL and you insert the LIs, which would contain the data itself. Then we looked at what? The ordered list. And with the ordered list, we said that that has some order to it. And for that matter, we can even change when it is beginning. We can change the type. We can say, okay, type, and we could say I, or you could use capital I, and then we can drop the start. And this is going to give us what? It will give us the Roman numerals in 8 capital format. Okay. Good. Then we have also looked at definition list, which is more of a categorical kind of list, whereby we are able to define our terms. So we, first of all, we define the parent element, which is DL, and DT is the term. So here we're looking at African countries, and DD will be what? The data. Okay. Then we also looked at links, which we have played with it for a while now, that the links are known as anchor tags and start with an A. And it has an attribute of href, which takes a URL. Now this URL must be a hyperlink, or it could be a local URL. And we also said that we can give it another attribute called target, which can instruct the browser as to how the browser is supposed to behave when someone clicks on the link. Whether you are to reload the original tab itself or open a different tab. Then there is also, we just looked at what? The image. With the image, what happens is that it's a self-closing tag. So far, all the tags we have been looking at is what? Open and close, open and close. Now we are just introducing a new one, which is self-closing, meaning that it does not end with the /img. It just closes it. And you will see in the notes I sent to you guys, you will see that there are a lot of tags that are self-closing, and there are some tags that are not self-closing. Good. Now with the image, it has an attribute of what? Source. The source takes the URL of that specific image, right? And we've said that different images have different image extensions or file extensions. We have .jpeg, .png, .gif, .svg. And the image can also take what? A width and a height. And that is what we have over here. And it also has an alt text, which is what? A text that shows in case the image does not load. There's another one called title. So I could also put over here, photo of a cute dog, right? And when I go back into my website and I hover over it, hey, what's going on? Okay, I know why. I'm using, yeah, so let me just dispose of it and then go live again. All right, so let me share, good. Right, so you see that once I hover over it, so watch this. If I hover over it, you will see that the title appears, photo of a cute dog. And this title is good for SEOs and also for accessibility. Okay, that is for those who are blind, who will be visiting the website. They normally use what? Screen readers, and the screen reader is able to read that the image there is about a photo of a cute dog. So in building a website, you need to consider those who are also blind, who have challenges with colors on the screen and stuff like that. Please, are we good? Ruben, are you okay now? Please, if we are good, give me some thumbs up. Let me know that people are in the chats. Give me some thumbs up. Yeah, let me see those who are in the chat. Good. All right. Okay, do we want more? All right. Now that we've done this, I think now we have to look at another thing called, we are going to look at the different types of what? Or if your image is not appearing, check if you have inserted it is in your it's in your folder. Please check that the image is in your folder and you have referenced it correctly inside the source. Check that the image is in your folder and you have referenced it correctly. Very, very important. Because other than that, it won't show. The image won't appear. Okay, because and check that the extension, because if I even omit one and I go back to my screen, you see that, oops, let me see, where's the screen? Yeah, you see that now the image doesn't show, but the alt text is showing photo of a dog. Okay, the image, all we did, so I'm going to add another image so that we can, so please let's all pay attention so that we can move on to other stuff too. So please let's pay attention. Now I'm going to go back to the web browser and I'll go to there's another website to call Pexels instead of Pexels. You can also get free images there. I hope, please, if you are paying attention, give me thumbs up. If you are paying attention, please give me thumbs up. If you are paying attention, please give me thumbs up. Good. Now here we are going to look for an old vintage car. Good. Now this is an old vintage car, right? I like this one. This one has some grunge effect. So all I'm going to do is that I'm going to download it. It's a free image. I can copy photo by hands and download it. I'm going to call it vintage car. All right. Okay. So I've saved it. Good. Now in my VX Studio, all I will do is that I will drag the image into my folder on VX Studio. I'll just drag it. Okay, let me delete it and do it again for those that did not see. I'm just going to drag it. So just drag it here and boom, I have the image of a vintage car. If you have been able to do this, please thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up if you've been able to do this. Now, I'm not getting the thumbs up, so I don't know whether people are doing it. Okay, so we have image, and then we have source. And then remember, it's self-closing. So I'll do ./vintage car.jpg. And I can give it a height. So this time I'm going to give it a height of, maybe I'll give it a height of 200. So now, and then an alt text that I'll give it super vintage car. And then now, do not be worried. The order doesn't matter. You can change the order the way you want to do it. So title, I'll put it here and I'll call it what? Vintage car by, oops. Okay, so by Hans. Okay, now I'm done. Then now let's go back to our browser and check it out. Oops. Good. You see it there? That is the vintage car. That's all that we are doing. So if you hover over it, you see that the title will just appear. Vintage car by Hans. Have we all been able to do this? Have we all been able to do this? Yeah, Coyote, that's great. Have we been able to do this? Oh, yes. I like it. But we are 23 participants, so and it looks like I'm only seeing just a few hands. Patricia, are you with us? Irama, are you with us, or you are lost? If you are not lost, please give me thumbs up. Okay, good. So now that we know of links, we know of images, we know of lists, we know of headings, now we may have to also understand something else about the types. Now we know these are the various categories of HTML tags that are there. But these tags behave differently from each other in two ways. Now, I'm going to move to second page so that we can put our notes there, because the first page is becoming filled up. So let's look at our second page. Now, in HTML, so I'm going to make some notes. In HTML, there are two kinds of elements or level of elements. We have, exactly. So we have block elements and inline elements. We have block elements and inline elements. Now, the block elements, they take up the entire width of the page. Example of the block elements are, we have the headings, which is H1. So so headings, H1, paragraph elements, list elements. And so I'm going to list there. So H1 to H2. We have all of these are, we have section. We have section, we have header, we have nav, we have form. What else? I think the list is quite a lot. Then there is also what? Inline element, which do not take up the entire width of the page. They only take up the portion for which they occupy. And you will see it shortly. So here we have examples being the span tag, the image tag, the input, the button. We have what else? We have the maybe as we go along, I'll be showing you some of them. We anchor tags. So anchor tag is already there. We have etc. Quite a number of them. So let's look at page 2. You realize that if I put over here for the headers, if I say H1 and I say block level, let me not confuse anyone. So let me just use heading for explanation. Okay. Now, and then I bring here H2 and I write heading 2. If you go and view this in the browser, okay, let's go to our browser and you click on, please, this one, you don't necessarily need to do what I'm doing. You just have to follow so that you understand it. You realize that this H1 takes the whole block. H2 follows afterwards. Now watch something. If I right click and I click on, please pay attention. Don't code, don't do anything. Just pay attention. If I right click on this, inspect element, you would see something. Watch. If you see that it highlights the entire block. Once I hover over it, it highlights what? The entire block. That is what we mean by what? A block level element. It takes the width of the entire page. Are we good? If you are good, please give me thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. If we are good, thumbs up. Thumbs up, please, thumbs up if you are good. Good. Now, if you look at heading 2, it also takes what? The entire block element. Are you getting it? So headings, H1s, like the list I showed you, they all take what? The entire width of the page. That's why we call them what? Block level element. If you look at this, the first one, you see that it also takes the entire element. But watch something. If you look at the anchor tag, we've written an anchor tag 1, right? But the anchor tag takes, it's only small, the small space that it occupies. That is what we refer to as what? Inline. So you see that when we bring in the next anchor tag, it doesn't go to the next line. It rather joins the same line because it's occupying its own space, the small space that it has been given. So if we add another link here, you will see that it will still join up. So we call these kind of elements what? Inline level elements. And you will see the notes also in the document I sent you in the morning. All right, you see it there. Are we good with the inline level elements? Thumbs up. Are we good? Thumbs up. Any question on that? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Good. And this is really fundamental. It's very important because if you do not understand it, you will just be writing anything and be wondering why your page is looking funny. You see, it is important that you understand that there are 2 major kinds of elements, and it helps you in also how you lay out your web page. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, headings for explanation and heading 2. So if even here I add H1, no, I add A, right? And I put this first page just here. Let's see what is going to happen. Now, you see, because this takes its full block, it can't join. It can't join the heading 2 because this whole block of heading 1 has been occupied. So it can't join it. You see, it can't join it. Please, can you all understand? Do you all understand what I'm saying? Do you all understand it? Yeah, good. It can't join it because heading 2 is a block level. It takes the full block. It doesn't take, it's not like an anchor tag or a span tag, and you will be looking at the span tags as they come on, right? Therefore, if I come back to my code, and then let's say we said that the span tag, we have an image. Now let's add an image here, right? And then I'm going to add / the dog image. Dog, let me remove this. And then let me add height. And then the height, I'll make it 100. Okay. Now let's go and look at it. Now you see it, that because the image is an inline level element, it joins up with its own inline. So you see that it does not go to the next line because it's not a block level element. Are we good? I hope people are understanding stuff today. I'm having fun. I don't know whether you are having fun. If you're having fun, give me a happy emoji. Then I know you're having fun and you are learning. A happy emoji if you are having fun, if you're understanding some stuff. You see it? Good. That's it. That's right. So the image is what? An inline. So they are all in the same line. So I come here, it takes its own small space. The link takes its own small space. But the headings, the ones I've listed already, they are what? The block level elements. So Joseph, I don't know what emoji that is, but maybe that's your happy image. Anyway, all right, good. So let's go back. But you know what? We can still also make this image, even though it's an inline level, we can fit it in what? That's what I'm saying right now. This is not about code. You shouldn't be coding. You should be listening and understanding. Don't code anything. When I'm even done, the whole document, I'll share it with you. So here it's more about understanding the thing. Because if you don't understand, you rush to code and you mess up. So please take your time and understand and ask questions. Good. So look at something over here. We have said in our notes that what? The block level element includes something we call a div, a section, a header, nav. So these four, we can even have article, which we are all going to see very soon. Article, right? Okay, article, what do you call it? We have, let's say, main. These are all block level elements. So I can, these ones, let me just pull them out and give them, tell you something small about them. One Zoom user is saying he can't see top. Please relax, don't worry. The video will even be given out. So in your cool time, you can still be going through it. And I have sometimes too, by dropping sad information like that, you can also dampen the spirit of other people. So just be calm and follow along. There are a lot of resources I've shared to you guys. Please be patient. Don't get worried. You will get everything. It's not within a day that you can become a programmer. You need to be patient with your own self. Okay. All right. So here, we have, I call them, we can call them what? So Marcia, your hand is up. Container elements. And these are elements that can contain other elements. And most of these container elements that you see here, they are all block level elements. All these container elements you are seeing here, they are all block level elements. So this very image that we know is an inline element, we can create a div. A div is a division. It's a container element, and put in the image. Now, let's see what is going to happen. If you open it up, now you see that it has moved down because now the image, so let's look at it. The image is within a block level container. So the image now takes its own what? Its own, so it's not just the image, it's the div that is taking the full block. So even though it's an image, which is an inline, because it has moved into what? A block level element, now the block takes the full width. Please, do we understand it? Does it make sense? Those with me, please, are we all together? Are we good? If you do not understand, please just be patient. Just really be patient. It's good you watch sometimes, you listen, you try to understand, then you distract yourself. Just try to seek the understanding. For me, it's more important to me than you knowing how to click on your keyboards. If you can understand, you can also teach someone. And that is how it is. So you need to really understand it. Good. So we had an inline element. We fixed it inside a block level element. And now we are having what? The image has taken, it looks like, it looks like the image has taken a full block, but the image is still what? An inline element. I hope we get it. All right, good. So we go back to our code. Now we understand that there is what? The inline, there is a block. the block level element, we have a lot of container elements, and we have the div, the section, the header, the nav, the article, the main, and also we have form, we have etc. Can I progress? Can I progress? Any problem? If we understand this, we are moving on into a more deeper side. We are now going to really know how to lay our pages very well. So if you are good, please just let me know. Can I progress? Progress is thumbs up. Progress. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay. So now you know how to lay out your pages. You know what HTML headings are, paragraphs, lists. Okay, but we just don't write them anyhow. Because remember, the scenario we created earlier on was about we are writing a letter and we need to do things in the right way. So we are going to use some of these containers, okay, to lay out, to present our HTML document. Now, and I'm going to explain them one by one. So let me copy this, and we will be moving towards the third page. The third page, okay, the third page, so that we can do stuff with it. So container elements. Now, we have the div. The div is just this, div, and that is it. This div is just a generic container. And or division. And it means nothing. It just nothing. It just houses other elements, but it does not contain or carry, let me use the word carry, any semantic meaning. So we don't need to be using this often. So don't use this often if you are becoming professional web developer. Use it when you know, okay, whatever container you are trying to create has no semantic meaning, has no intelligible meaning, has no meaning to itself. Okay. Then there is also what? The section. Okay. Now, the section, this contains other elements as well. We can put in other elements. Other elements. Okay. This, like the div, is like the div, right? Div, but carries meaning. Okay. So once you use it, it means that for that very section, you see it. So that is section. And it's an open and close tag. And almost all the container elements are open and close. They are not self-closing. Most of them are, most of them. So that is the section. And it carries some meaning. When you use it, it means that you are trying to say that this very section, there is something going there. And what is going there? Okay, you search engine, you can scan it and make meaning out of it. I hope you understand it. There is also the header, okay? This also can contain other elements, but then it carries the meaning that that is the heading section of the body of that web page, okay? And so that one too, we use header. Please, these three elements, if you don't understand. Oh, I think I have please guys, try and be attentive a bit, because we've already talked about the ones which are not, which are self-closing. Okay, we'll come back to it again, but please let's try and be a bit attentive too, so that we can be journeying along. All right, so the close tags, I'll come back to them again. Right, so we have the header, and the header it carries meaning. It's also a container, but that is normally, it carries a meaning of the fact that that is a heading section of the body. Now, don't confuse the header with the head section like this. This is the head section of the HTML. The header is the head section of the body. Good. And we'll see what we can put in there. Then there is also the nav, which carries what? Another meaning. Here, the nav carries, in the nav, we can put in the navigation elements. Okay, the navigation element. So this is our navigation, but to make it semantically correct, we need to put this in a nav element, Okay, can we go on? Please, can we go on? Any confusion? Can we go on? Please, can we go on? Great. Then there is article. My co-pilot is doing a good job for me, so it can easily just write it. Now, the article here is, so this is how I put it. The article is more or less like, it's an independent piece of content that references itself. It can have its own heading, a footer, a body. It can have, it's like a body, a whole body within another body. So that's why we say it references itself. It is like a whole web page on its own. That is what the article is, and it's also a container. And we would try and build a good website after this and see how we can link everything together. Okay. Then there is also what? The main content. Now, the main content tells the browsers and also the SEOs that this is where we should pay particular attention. This is where everything is. And I'll be showing you the main content too pretty soon. So most of the time you realize that, for example, after you have written your body, maybe we have over here, people will write main, all right? And they will surround everything inside here, okay? They will put it here, main. So meaning that things in here are the things that we are to take into cognizance. The browser is supposed to view everything. Then we can also have another one called what? The footer, whereby we can put footing information like copyright, information like that. Okay, maybe 2022, like this. And if you go and check your document at the first page, you are going to see that it is there, copyright 2022. You see it, and this is at the footer section. Now, it looks like there is nothing visually that has changed, but for the purposes of, what do you call it? The search engines, a lot has changed on our page. Not visually, but semantically, a lot has changed on our page. Okay, all right. So we'll be going on all of those things. So we have the main. Then there is also what? Form. Form will dedicate a special section for form, but that is how we are able to insert, post data, fill, like when I asked you guys to register, the form you were filling, that is, it's using this form tag, all right? Okay, and it has a lot of attributes and stuff we'll have to explore, okay? All right, then there is also aside. Now, aside and section and all the rest may go together. Aside, the only thing is that it describes content that is tangential to the main content or section. So maybe let's go onto the web. Let's come to maybe a blog article like let's see a blog. Let's go to BBC. Okay. Let's go to BBC. It's taking too much time. You can check. Let's go to here. Let's go to Ghana Web. Let's go to where it's taking to my web. Very good. Now, you see, when you, let's open one news article. Let's open one news article. Please, are you with me? Are you good? Good. Please, more thumbs up, so that the class doesn't seem to be boring. More thumbs up. Good. Now, you see the screen. Now, you will see that when we open this page, our focus is about the news articles. But then there are some things that are around that are not necessarily related to the main content. Some might be, some might not necessarily be related to it. Okay, that is what, so for example, the Ghana web poll over here you are seeing, this can be placed in an aside. Okay, this whole thing you are seeing here can be placed in an aside. So let's see if that's what they did. I don't know what they did, but let's look at it. You see, they are using diffs. So its meaning is lost, right? To the outside, to the search engines, its meaning could be lost. Let's look at this advert. Okay, they are using diffs throughout. But to be a very good developer, you need to move away from the dependency of diffs and know why this content is going there. So if it is an advert, I would advise that you use what? An aside instead of what? Instead of a div. Instead of a div. Okay, instead of a div. Good. So now, the fact that these are like guidelines, principles, it doesn't mean that they obey it. You can do anything you want to do. Honestly, you can even put a whole paragraph in your header. Nobody would be worried with you. But if you want to be a very good professional web developer, then you need to also understand the industry standards. And so that search engine optimization would also be good for you. I hope you understand it. And one day we'll talk more about the search engine optimization. Are we good? Are we good? Okay. All right. Let's go back to our, yeah. So that is it for the aside. Okay. So aside, good. What else? We could have footer. I've already talked about the footer, so I wouldn't make mention of it too much. Okay. So we have enough. We have quite a number. We have a lot. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot we have seen. So these are all elements, and these are container elements that add meaning, and some, apart from the div, the rest, all of them do add meaning to our content. And HTML is all about presentation of what? Of content. So if you are presenting your content and it is not clearly marked properly, remember we were saying that HTML is what? Hypertext markup. So in marking up, you need to mark it up properly. Am I good? Do you all follow? Do you all understand it? Please, do you all understand it? Good, 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 good. All right. So now with this said, we are going to close down this very folder, open a brand new folder, and build our own site. Now, earlier on, I sent you a document that I wanted us to build our webpage, and I'm praying that we can do it, but I don't know, given either we just do a simple blog whereby we can easily get through it, or we code, and then maybe I give that one to you as an assignment whereby you guys have to build it on your own. All right. Okay. But with that said, so which one do we go for? Okay. All right. Now I'm going to shut this down. So what you can do is that for me, I'm going to close my this thing and create a new folder altogether. Okay. So maybe, so see, you can follow along. If you think I'm taking, I'm not, you are not getting it, just draw my attention. But please try to also be interactive, okay? Try to be very interactive. So I'm going to, this is my download folder. I'll create a folder and I'll call it maybe blog. Okay. All right. Can you see my downloads folder, please? Great. All right. So now that we've opened the blog, I'm going to drag it into my text editor. So I'll just drag the blog into my text editor, and now I have open. There is nothing in it. There is nothing in it. Are we good? So I'm on the process of building the blog. So we are going to use HTML to build it. Now, traditionally, your first page in the on your page, on your website, is known as index.html. So I've done index.html. Yeah. Please, so this is how we are going to go about it. When you finish it, once you finish what I've done, you do a thumbs up so that I know that you are also following along. All right. So once you do it, you do a thumbs up. Once you do it, you do a thumbs up, just like that. All right. Once you do it, a thumbs up. That will make things very, very, very easy for all of us. Okay. All right. Good. So what do we do? Then I'll hit tab and then I have it. So I can call it maybe blog, or yeah, so you can use your name. So I'll use Ralph's blog. You can use any name at all you want to use. Okay, good. So we call it Ralph's blog. So if you've done that in your title, you can check. So it's like a commitment. Once you do it, you just do a thumbs up. Then we know that we are all doing it together. Okay, great, Senam, great, Senam, great. Now, so with my blog, how am I going to go about it? A blog must have a heading, okay? It must have a logo, right? So normally in web development, we use so many tools to design how the web page must look like. But by now you would have realized that HTML is not a design system. HTML is not a styling system. HTML is about presentation of data. So here I'm just going to present my data to what? To the public. And our focus right now is not about how beautiful the website looks like. It is just about how the data looks like. I hope it makes sense. So for every blog, okay, so I can make a text file here. So let me say to-do.txt, a text file whereby I can write my notes. So I can say that my blog must have the following: a heading that will serving as the logo. You should have what? Maybe some form of, you should have a navigation, showing links to different pages. Now, how many pages am I supposed to have? I'm supposed to have number of pages. So number of pages, I want, so let's look at, so let's just write pages. We'll look at the home page. Okay. We'll look at our about page. We'll look at the articles page. We'll look at contact page. Okay, so we have the home page where we can show certain things. We have our articles page. And then there'll also be single article page. Single, so here I'm just going to use asterisks. We'll come back to it. Single article page. Okay. Now, on the home page, what must be there? So you see, right now we are planning. We are planning how the website, the content of the website, there is something known as content-driven development. So here we are trying to plan about our content before we just jump into coding. Because if you start coding without planning your content, you would not get to know what you are supposed to do. You would always be changing stuff. So we need to plan ahead. So I can even rename this and call it what? Plan, content plan. Good. Are we good? Okay. So what goes on into the homepage? The homepage will have maybe a big image as a banner. Okay. We'll have featured article. Okay. What else is going to be there? We'll have an aside advert. Okay. We'll have a banner, a list of other articles. That's what I want my page to look like. Okay. All right. Then there is the about page. Wow. The about page is going to be maybe a big image of my company as a banner. Please, thumbs up if people are following. If you are following, please thumbs up. If you are following, thumbs up. Good. Now, so about page, a big image of my company as a banner, an H2 or an H1 as the heading of the page. Okay, then a text of what my company or blog is about. Okay, so we are planning together. This is really nice. Okay, then articles page. The articles page will have lists of articles with their images, and so with their featured images, and titles. Each article must be a link to a page. Okay. There will be also an advert section. Okay. So you can see there is some planning to what we are doing. We are not just jumping. That's why I was emphasizing on the fact that don't be too eager to just start hitting your keyboard and recording. No. A good programmer is a good planner. You are able to understand how things are and able to do certain things. That's what a good programmer does. Are we good? Thumbs up if we are good. Thumbs up if you like the planning. Thumbs up if you are feeling good about how we are planning. Thumbs up. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Now let's look at the contact page. The contact page will carry a heading that says, contact me, contact us, okay? Then there will be a form, okay, that can allow people to submit their information. Then there is also going to be what? I will put, there will be an email link. Okay, so we've planned 4 pages now. Now, how would the overall all the pages, you see with websites too, most of the time, we try as much as possible to ensure that all the pages may look almost similar. Okay, so I would say common elements on the page. Common elements on the page. And we expect that each page, so each page should have navigation links, a footer, right? These are two major things we are expecting that all the pages must have. Now we are done with our planning. If you understand this, give me a double thumbs up. A double thumbs up. If you understand this planning, give me a double thumbs up. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Any question? Any question in the planning? Any question? Any question? You can just put the question in the, yeah. Yeah, so at the article page, there is an advert section, is there? The advert section is where the aside would be. Yeah. So Zoom user, if you could rename yourself, then we can address you with the name. But I hope your question is answered. So if you understand the planning, then let's move together. Can we proceed? You can say proceed with proceed. Proceed. All right, so now let's come to, and as I've said, our home page, the first page of every website, normally we term it as index.html. Okay, good. So with index.html, now let's go back and see something. We said that the home page must have a big image banner. But remember that each of them must have what? Navigation links. In fact, we need to also add a logo. Okay, a logo, navigation links, and a footer. So my logo is going to be, so in this case, since we don't want to do anything advanced, our logo will be a text logo. So I'll start by saying this. Okay, I'll say header. Remember, that is the heading section of what? The body. All right, so header. And in the header, I can have H1 as what? Ralph's blog. That is the title. Then I'll have nav. Nav. And in the nav, I'm going to put in what? My list of links, my navigation links. So we have UL, okay. Then I'll have LI. Now what? No. Please, the red blue text are not default. You have to use the Shift-1 and then Shift-1 and then you hit tab and then it would pop up. As for the colors, it is the text editor that is offering it to us. So LI, and I will, in the LI, remember that the elements are also containers. So an LI is a container, and this container can take another element. And here I'm going to place in a href and this, and I can label it as what? Home. That's my display text. So all that we did is what we have done. Now we are combining them together. We have learned about nav, we've learned about H1, we've learned about UL, we've learned about LI. Now we are fixing our anchor tag, which is the link, inside what? The LI. Are we good? Are we good? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Are we good? Yeah, are we good? I need about 6 thumbs up. Please, the one with the name as Zoom user, please, can you rename yourself so that I can identify you? Good. With that said, we can move to another one, LI, and then we can put in about. Okay. We can come here again, LI, and then we have what? href. And then we can say articles. Okay. Then I can come in here, li, href. So you see that I'm not putting anything in the href. I can have contact or contact us. And here I could, so here's contact us. Here I could say about us. Okay, so let's go back and see. Our navigation links, we have different pages. We have home page, about page, article page, and contact page. So we have home, about, articles, contacts. Good. Great. Now, let's go and check how our website is looking. So you can save and you can just save and then check how the website is looking like. All right. So if you did yours right, you should have something like this. Who has been able to achieve this? If you've been able to achieve this, please give me thumbs up. And you should congratulate yourself because you've done well if you've been able to achieve this. If you have been able to achieve this, yeah, if you've been able to achieve this, then you've done well. If you've been able to achieve this, you've done well. You've done well. You've done well. If you've been able to achieve this, you've done really well. Are we good? All right. Okay. Now let's come back again. Now, we can go into our folder and then we could just start creating our pages, but we will halt for now so that we can move in an incremental way. Let's go back to our contact plan. We are done with this. Now let's, before footer. So after header, we can have something, another one called the main, which will house all our information. Oops. And then we would have the footer, which can carry this. Oops, you can put all my code pilot doesn't want me to type anymore. Okay, so you can have a footer and write at 2021. No, I'm in 2022 Ralph's blog. You can put your name there. Mine is Ralph blog. You to put your name there. So I have main, I have this. The main is where we are going to insert our main contents. And the footer is going to be below. Okay. It is the one whereby we put information that we think. So you can see the footer element represents a footer for its nearest ancestor section content. Okay. All right. So please check your web page and see how it looks like. It should be looking like this. It should be looking like this. If you can't get the C copy, you can do end copy this. Just do this. End copy semicolon, and you should be able to get the C 2022 Ralph's blog. The C 2022 Ralph, that's also a symbol that you can use. Okay. Are we good? If you are good, give me thumbs up, man. For me, the thumbs up is what gives me more morale to know that people are really following. Abigail, how far? I hope you are enjoying. Coyote, I hope you are enjoying the class. Great, 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 great. Should I proceed? Yeah, Mariam, that's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. Okay. Now we have this. Let's go back to our plan again. We said that the home page must have what? An image as a big banner. At least for now, we know that the common element, we have our logo. We already have it here, which is Ralph's blog. We have navigation links. We have defined it. We have a footer. We have defined it. Simple as that. Okay, now, homepage. What did we say? We need a big image as a banner. Okay, so if we need a big image as a banner, what tag do we use for image? 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 Someone should write it in the comment. What tag do we use for image? What tag do we use for image? What tag do we use for image? Great. And is an image an inline element or a block level element? Perfect. Great. Now that we, first of all, before we jump into the inline, it's an inline element. Very good. Before we jump into it, because we have agreed that all the pages are supposed to have these common elements to make our work easy and to show you developer productivity, all you can do is that you can right-click on File, Save As, and name this what? I can name it About. Good. Right-click, and here inside the title, I'll put dash About. So now I've created a new page. Then, so sorry about that. Please, sorry about that. Here in the home, you can dot home, /index, /about. So the same thing must be repeated here, /index, /about. Good. Are you all following? Are you all following? I can resave this again. And instead of, I'll call it what? Articles. Then I'll put here /articles. Okay. put my, so sorry, this is supposed to be about .html. This is supposed to be /articles. Good. So on the about page, we have about. Over here, I can bring, so we'll come back to this. So we have about. Here, I'm going to write articles. Okay, and in the articles page, you should have these links there. In the home page, about page, you have this. What's the purpose of bringing what, Elvis? So we are trying to identify each page because the dot about is the link to the page, is the link to the page. And you will see it. Yeah, it's a link to, don't forget about these things. These are very fundamental. Don't forget about them. So for each, so let me close some of the, so that we can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to open the index. Now beneath the index, I can say H2 and say home, just like that. Okay. Come to about, beneath it, say H2. Then I'll say what? About us. Then come to articles and say H2 and say articles. Okay, good. So that each page will be unique. Each page you will be able to clearly know what is going on each page. Then let's do the last one for the contacts and then we'll view the website. So I'll click File, Save As, then I'll label it Contacts, HTML. Then I'll come in ./contacts.html. All right, and the same thing will be applied to here, ./contacts.html. Index, the same thing. So here I didn't bring this /articles ./contacts. Good. So, and I could have done everything in index 1 and then resaved it. You could do it anyway. However it is, you should be able to link everything. So now that I've done this, I can easily share. Let's check the screen. So you see, because we are in the index, and the index is the first, as I've said, is the first page of your site, we are at home. If I click on About Us, it takes us to About Us. If I click on Articles, it takes us to Articles. If I click on Contact Us, oh, so I've not changed the Contact Us. That's why we are still seeing. So let's go to Contact and change it to Contact. Good. So with this, if I click on, so Contact Us, oops, what's happening? Yeah. So we have contact us. Good. Let me check the other documents. Okay, we have not inserted anything. Contact us. Good. About is there. All right. So now we can view it and see. Okay. So we have contact us and it takes us to contact us. We can click on home, it takes us to home. We click on about us, it takes us to about us. We click on articles, it takes us to articles. We click on contact us, it takes us. So now, any challenge, if you've been able to do this, give me five thumbs up. If you've been able to do this. If you've been able to do this, give me five thumbs up, 5 thumbs up. That's right, that's right, that's right. Oh yes, you can do that. That was what I was saying, Coyote. So you can create everything you can create your layouts in the index, and then after that, save each of them. That's it, with a different name. That's also nice. All right. Good. So 3 people. As I'm wondering, you gave me three thumbs up. Does it mean you are not done? I need 5 that you have been able to do it. If you have done it, give me 5. 5 thumbs up that I've been able to build my first navigation on the web. So that means you are left with 2 thumbs. Yeah, I need 5 thumbs up. 5 thumbs up. If you're having a challenge, please just let me know in the comment. Should we go on a break? It's 2:45. Should we go on a break and come back at 3? All right, then I will leave you guys to wrap this part up. When we come at 3 o'clock, we are going to complete the pages. You can also, whilst you wait, you can also take, the initiative to do some of the stuff we've already started doing. All right, you can already take the initiative to do this, some of the stuff we already started doing. So 3 o'clock, I'll be logging back in. Elvis, are you here or Elvis is gone? Okay, Ellis, okay, and Elvis, okay. Then I'm going to leave the meeting whilst you continue. So I'll be joining you soon. Okay, so you guys are saying I should leave the code on. All right. Let's see. Can you take a screenshot so that I'm doing this so that I can also cut down on the video file size? All right. So take a screenshot rather. Okay, take a screenshot. You can take a screenshot. All right, just take a screenshot. Okay. All right. With that said, we'll be meeting at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.